You big.
Avery, what about the new book?
We already talked about the book program last time. We already talked about it.
3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Luis and Avery Show. I know we're a little bit late this week, but we're still excited to be with you guys. How's it going, Avery?
Good. I'm joining a new baseball team.
Oh, you joined a new baseball team?
Yeah.
Which one?
TBT.
TBT? What's that?
It's a baseball team.
But do you know what it stands for?
Don't know.
Oh. Well, maybe you'll learn once you've been a part of it
And
for a little
then
bit
our
longer.
first game was against Snakes.
TBT against the Snakes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's scary. Are you gonna have some protection from the snakes so they don't bite you?
That's what their team is called. But they didn't have enough players.
Oh, so you're not playing against actual snakes, you're playing against people.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I bet that snakes wouldn't be very good at baseball.
The bat would probably bonk their head.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have arms, so how
They'd
would
have
they
to
do the
use
bat?
their-
Their mouth? Hold it like this and then go.
No, their butt.
They have to use their butt?
And their tail.
Oh, so they
Go.
grab it with their tail like this?
And then their butt holds the bottom and then go bam, and then he would swing and then the ball would hit his face when it jumps up.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's just be thankful that Avery's not playing against actual snakes. Alright, so tell me a little bit of your week so far. How's it been?
Good.
Anything exciting besides the new baseball team?
No.
No?
My
Nothing at all?
birthday's coming up and my dad's leaving on my birthday.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
going to Kentucky.
When is your birthday?
July 23rd.
July 23rd?
22 days.
Oh my gosh, my birthday's July 26th.
Before you.
Yeah, you're gonna beat me by a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
That means that you're older than me.
That means you're 7 and how old are you?
How old are you? You're gonna be 7?
8.
You're gonna be 8? Oh my gosh. You're
See,
getting
now I'm
old.
going to start beating my mom up.
No, do not say that. You are never gonna beat your
Well,
mom.
she always
Doesn't matter
beats
how
me.
old you
She
are.
always beats me, so
She always beats
I'm
you.
getting revenge, and she doesn't
Oh my
even
God.
know.
I doubt that your mom beats you, okay? I don't think that you know what a beating is.
Beating?
Uh-huh.
When you beat someone up.
What does she do? Give you a little whack if you're
No, I do
acting
this.
bad?
She pulls me in.
What? That is not true, Avery.
She doesn't do it hard. She just play fights.
Oh, okay, so you're just playing and then that's
so
what she beats
I
you.
started coming at her and she went up.
Oh, and she got you good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least that's fun.
Let's get to the main.
Yeah,
part.
let's get back down to the brass tacks here. So, as you know, we started a new series about worship, and this last Sunday was actually done by Tracy Twaddell. He did an awesome sermon. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to see if you learned anything. I don't know if you got a chance. Did you see it at all or no? Not yet.
I didn't see any of that.
You didn't see any of it? Okay,
heard
well, I'll
him.
ask you some questions and see what your take is, okay? Don't be. He always tries to look at my questions so he can get like cheating and stuff, but I don't allow that. All right. So first question for you: what do you think worship is?
Like when we sing songs.
When we sing songs, okay, that's probably part of it, but.
When we worship God
Mhm.
and in prayer.
Mhm. Okay, that's part of it. Singing songs, prayer. What else do you think?
Moving to God and getting a relationship.
Yeah, getting a relationship with God, that's all part of worshiping. But the way that Tracy put it, which I thought was interesting and was kind of a new way to look at it for me, is that that worship basically is a conversation between us and God. It's where we react to something that He's done, and we react in an appropriate manner.
Like
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that means like when you think of all the things that God has done and the blessings that He's given you, worship is just talking to Him and saying, you know, thank you God for this and that, and I recognizing how powerful and great He is. It's pretty simple, right? So, do you think that you always need music to worship?
No,
No.
not always. You can pray. You can ask God to forgive you. You go to church.
Good answer, man. You're pretty smart. I thought I'd get you with that one, because a lot of people think that they hear the word worship and they just think of music and singing and songs and stuff like that. But it's more than just that. It's about having a conversation with God and reacting appropriately.
That's so easy.
It's easy to have a conversation with God.
No, I mean the question you asked, like, uh.
What is worship? That was too easy.
No, like the one before, that one after, like, what was it like? Do we only worship with songs?
Oh yeah.
That was the easy.
Yeah,
one.
you don't need only music for to worship God. That is
Pray.
true. All right, so let's see. What's the next question? How does worship look? How do you think it looks?
Looks like. Wait, you mean what it looks like when you're doing it?
Yeah, how does it look to worship God?
Looks like. You imagine, it's like God is standing on stage with you and singing with you, but in real life you can't hear him, but you always know he's right there beside you every time.
I would say that that's one way to imagine worship, but I think this question it's almost a trick question because worship can look a lot of different ways. Isn't that right? Because sometimes you might be engaging in worship when you're listening to music at church, right? And everyone's involved in praise and worship, right?
Teaching?
Right? Well, I don't know if teaching is worship because teaching isn't really a conversation with God.
Teaching about God.
No, it's not really worship. I don't think. Maybe New will correct me later, or maybe Tracy
Communion?
will. But judging on the lesson and what we learn, it's a conversation between us and God. So, communion, yeah, that's definitely a big part, a huge part of our
It's like
service.
almost the top.
Yeah, like that's a really big one. That's a time where we try to do every Sunday.
300.
300?
And then
Okay.
praying, I think that's all the way to the top.
Praying, okay. So basically what I'm saying is it was kind of a trick question because worship can look a lot of different ways, right? So sometimes it's when you're singing and you might just be closing your eyes and talking to God and thinking of the words of the song. But sometimes, and Tracy talked about this during his sermon, is he was driving and something happened and then he had a realization and that led him to worship God while he was driving. So he couldn't close his eyes. Why are you picking your nose? You can't be doing that on the video. Come on, man. That is not... all of our viewers are going to stop watching once they see you picking your nose, okay? They're going to say Avery is a booger picker. So you got to stop that. Save it for after the video, all right? So anyways, back to what I was saying. Tracy was engaging in worship with God when he realized something that he did for him, even though he was driving. So he couldn't close his eyes, he couldn't bow his head, and yet, even though he was driving, he was still worshiping God. So, in short, worship can look a lot of different ways. Is that cool? That's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
All right, so last question. What is your favorite part of worship?
When you sing, that's the best part.
Your favorite part is when you sing?
Yeah, and pray.
So you like singing?
Because and then it's not that loud when you pray, and all you get is peace and quiet. All you need is that. But you can pray anytime. Loud times, when you're in the desert.
Okay. So you can pray anytime. So what is it? So you told me first singing and then you said praying. So which one's your favorite part of worship?
Singing.
Singing is your favorite.
Because you get to listen.
Because you get to
don't
listen?
really have to do anything. Just clap and stand up.
Just clap and stand up. Well, I would say that if you're just clapping and standing up, then you're probably not worshiping.
Then probably praying while you do it, saying prayers that can help you that are related to the song.
Okay. I mean, because just clapping doesn't really mean anything. People clap for all types of things. They clap for a baseball game or a football game or a NASCAR race or...
What's a NASCAR race?
You've never heard of NASCAR?
No.
That's those people who get in these cars and then they go in circles really, really fast,
And
and
then
then
people
whoever's the
die.
fastest. Well,
Yeah, some people die.
people have died, but usually doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, but why do people do it? Why do they make it if it's dangerous?
Well, you can say the same thing about baseball or football or
No, but it's
basketball.
more dangerous because you could get in a car crash and you could
Mhm.
go to jail. It's really easy.
Well, all of them,
Not
all
really.
sports are have a certain risk. But we're getting off topic. Okay, you gotta focus. Ready? Focus like this. Ready? Focus. All right. Now that we're focused. So, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, worship. What was I saying?
What's your favorite
Now
part?
I'm confused.
Now, next time I'm gonna have questions for you.
Oh, you're gonna have questions for me? Okay, that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
but you gotta tell me about the sermon.
Well then, if I tell you the answers, then how are you gonna ask me the
No.
questions?
Okay. I don't think I want to because you're too better.
I'm
I
too
think
better.
you'd all do it in 1 second.
You think I would answer all your questions in 1 second? Maybe. I guess it depends on the question. But so you asked me what my favorite part of worship is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your face turns red when you start singing loud.
Does it?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, your face
I
lights
mean,
are red.
seeing as how I am the worship leader at the church, I'm kind of partial to the music side. But I would say, for me, it's probably prayer. I think prayer is the part that I like the most, because
Most
sometimes when you're on stage and you're singing and leading everyone else in worship, it can be harder for you to engage in worship because you're thinking about more of the things. And even though I'm still worshiping, I think that I can talk to God a little better when it's just me and Him and I'm just praying, and I don't have to worry about playing music or singing. Is that good? Okay. Do you have any parting words of wisdom for our viewers today, Avery? Come on, they're getting tired. They're waiting.
See you guys later and have a great day.
Okay, we'll see you guys.